Hi, so this is my first YouTube video and hopefully not my last. I guess I just wanted to talk about my experience as an IB student and having finished the IB, have gone through the IB, and now having had just gotten news of my results. And I'll talk about that in a second. So first of all, a little background. So I grew up in Malaysia. I was born and raised here, and I went to a British international school. And when I was 17, I did my international GCSEs, and then I moved to Australia, Townsville, North Queensland, to do the IB program, the International Baccalaureate. For those of you who don't know what the International Baccalaureate is, it's like a pre-university diploma course. Basically, you just have to do 6 different subjects from 6 different subject groups, and it's difficult to explain, but look it up, search it up online. It's interesting, I can definitely tell you that, and I'll probably make more videos explaining the IB in more detail. But first of all, what was the IB like for me? It was challenging at first, not gonna lie. Like, going to the IB, I knew, look, I'm gonna have to buckle down and get serious. This is nothing like GCSEs. I was so prepared to like face some university level stuff. And the first few exams, like the first few school tests I took, went pretty well. Like, I got pretty good grades, surprisingly. And maintaining them was a difficult bit because in my first year of IB I was a boarding school student, and boarding and IB don't mix. Definitely don't mix. And my second year I got out of boarding and I became a day student, and that helped a lot. What subjects did I do at IB? My high level subjects were English literature, English A literature, psychology, chemistry, which I kind of regret, and my standard level subjects are mathematics, Spanish ab initio, and theatre. Yeah, so the IB program was definitely challenging, but it was challenging in a good way. Whether you want to take it or not, it's really up to you. I'll make more videos maybe comparing IB to A-levels or like other high school systems, just to like give you guys an informed choice of what it's really like. But as a brief overview, it's challenging, it prepares you well for uni, and it's really good for anyone who doesn't really know what they want to do with life. Because there's so many things you can do with such a wide range of subjects. Like, it's preparing you for so many things in the future, and I really like that aspect of it. Although that can also be kind of restricting because you're gonna have to do subjects from groups that you're not so strong with. If you're not good with literature, you're gonna have to do literature. If you're not good with maths, you're still gonna have to do maths, and that's kind of like But in spite of that, it's good. You should try it. I'm repeating myself. I'll make more videos on this in the future. Anyways, down to the meat and potatoes of the video. God, I'm never gonna say that again. My IB results, yes. So my overall score was an IB 42, which is like just crazy amazing. And I got a 6 in all my high level subjects, and I got a 7 in all my standard level subjects. I got an A in my standard essay, and I got a B in talk. Not surprising, because talk is just, you know, talk. I've got to say though, I'm sort of disappointed with my results, even though they're amazing, because I didn't get a 7 in psychology, even though I won psychology prize 2 years in a row, and I've never fallen below a 7. Well, I have, but not very often. I've always been on a solid 7 since the beginning of year 1, IB year 1. So, well, I'm sending it for a remark now, but yeah. And the thing is that I'm applying to Cambridge, and the typical offer is 766 at high level, and I only have 666 at high level, so that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. Okay, so I'm just gonna like reflect on each of the subjects and my results. So starting with English A literature, I got a 6. Am I disappointed? Yes. Am I surprised? No, not really. I screwed up paper 1. I screwed up paper 1 and I screwed up my oral commentary. Not surprising because I'm not really good at oral presentations. And I was so disappointed in paper 1 because that was my best paper and I did so crap on it because I just did not connect with the poem on the paper. It was just... yeah, but I think I did do well in paper 2 and I did do well on my written assignment on my coursework, which is probably why I'm on a 6, which is really good. It's just so difficult to get a 7 in English literature HL. No one in the entire history of my school, I think, has ever gotten a 7 in high level English. I think except for my friend this year. Before my year, nobody got a 7 on English HL. It was just... yeah. Moving on. Spanish ab initio standard level, I got a 7. Was I surprised? Not really. Am I happy? Yes. My total score for the subject was a 92, and I was just like, whoa, wow, this is a subject I studied from scratch. That's amazing. I enjoyed Spanish. I love Spanish and I love the language, and I did apply to do Spanish in one of my university options, in one of my choices in university. I did apply to do a Spanish course. Whether I'm choosing to go to that university or not, I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, I've picked up a new language and that's really cool. Moving on. Psychology, high level, I got a 6. Was I surprised? Yes. Am I disappointed? Very much yes. And I've already told you guys earlier on why. I'm kind of disappointed mainly because I thought I wrote some of my best essays on the psychology paper. I honestly thought I did. Turns out I didn't, so they were not good enough for 7. I'm sending it for a remark, and let's just hope for the best. Moving on. Chemistry, high level, I got a 6. Was I surprised? Not really. Am I disappointed? Not really. My teacher actually predicted me a 7, because I was on a 7 all the way throughout IB Year 1. All the way through Year 11, I was on a 7. And then all the way through Year 12, I was writing on a 5. And she predicted me a 7. And I'm like, 2 plus 2 equals 9. But yeah, I knew definitely I was not going to get a 7, but I also knew there's no way in hell I was going to get a 5. And I ended up with a 6. And I'm really happy with that, because it's chemistry high level, and that shit is tough. Should I be swearing on my channel? I like chemistry, I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy chemistry, but probably not enough that I would put that much effort into it. Next subject, mathematics standard level 7. Am I surprised? Yes. Am I disappointed? Definitely not, because my teacher predicted me a 6. Here's the thing, I got maths prize twice in a row, but I've always been on a consistent 6 on maths because I just did not bother with any of my standard level subjects. No, that's a lie, I just didn't bother with maths. And I ended up with a 7, and I was like, oh my god, and that's probably because I did additional maths at GCSEs. So it was just a revision time for me, standard level maths. So I just never put effort into it. Was not expecting to get a 6. Was not expecting to get a 7. Was expecting to get a 6 at maths, and I was expecting to get a 7 in psychology. And my expectations were swapped, surprisingly. But yeah, maths was just whoa. Next subject, theatre, standard level, 7. Am I surprised? Not really. But looking at these statistics for the May sessions, for the May exams, yes, very surprised. Now I am, at least. Am I disappointed? No, it's a 7. That's great. It's theatre. I suck at theatre. That's amazing. I was just surprised that I could get a 7 in theatre because it's just so different from the other subjects. Like, the way you write, the way you think is just so different from the other IB subjects. What was I expecting from theatre? I was expecting a 7, definitely, and because theatre is a relatively easy subject to get a 7 in, at least in the old syllabus it was. So I was hoping to get a 7 because I put a lot of effort in my coursework. I looked at the statistical bulletin for the May papers, and apparently only 5% of students get a 7 in standard level theatre. So I'm very happy to be part of that 5%. My theatre teacher is going to be really proud because I think all of us got above a 6 in theatre. I think I'm pretty sure 2 out of the 3 high level students got a 7, and I think both standard level students got a 7. So that's impressive because we only have 5 people in our class, and that's a lot of 7s. So proportionately. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this here. I'm probably gonna make more videos on explaining the IB and explaining my subjects and so on. So I'm really bad at outros. I don't know how to do this. This is my first time and I'm freaking out. Okay, see ya.